Hello everyone, welcome to Madrid Pulse. You got source of latest news, events, and everything happens in heart of Spain. Militao, Xabi Alonso's silent signing for the new Real Madrid. The center-back will reappear at the Club World Cup. Militao is going to be Real Madrid's most anticipated and necessary signing for the start of their new project under Xabi Alonso. After spending 8 months on the sidelines due to a serious knee injury, the Brazilian center-back is aiming to make his comeback at this summer's FIFA Club World Cup. But before continue, make sure you have already subscribed for getting more Real Madrid updates. Let's dive in. He won't be a transfer signing, but his return feels like one. After successfully overcoming the toughest stage, the one following the operation, Militau has intensified his ball training at Valdebebas since March. He has followed the schedule set by the club's medical services to the letter, demonstrating the commitment and discipline that have characterized him since his arrival. His intention is clear: to compete again in the Club World Cup, a goal he already discussed with Ancelotti before the Italian coach's departure, and one he must now manage with Xabi Alonso, the new manager in charge of the Real Madrid team. The recovery process has been constant and meticulous. Militau has combined his work at the training complex, where he has had the help of Jaime Salom, his trusted physiotherapist at the club, with complementary sessions with his personal trainer, Romario Queiroz. Those close to him assure that the player is stronger and more motivated than ever, convinced that he can regain the level that made him one of the best defenders in the world. You don't have to go back too far to remember Militau's impact on the team. At the start of this season, before his injury, he was the undisputed leader of the Real Madrid defense, and his performance earned him a place in the All-Star Fordao for the first half of La Liga season, according to the Who Scored database. His hierarchy, speed, and leadership skills are qualities that Real Madrid have sorely missed, and the numbers don't lie. Without Militau, the team has conceded 1.35 goals per game, compared to the 0.94 they conceded with him on the pitch before his injury. A difference that reflects the void the Brazilian has left in defense. His national team has also suffered his absence. Brazil is currently 4th in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers and has conceded 16 goals in 14 matches, including a painful 4-1 defeat to Argentina. The fans expect it. The club needs it. And Xabi Alonso, who is preparing to take over at the Bernabeu, knows that Militau can be the perfect foundation for his new defense. If all goes according to plan, the Club World Cup will be the stage for Militau's long-awaited return. It won't be a summer signing, but it will look like one. Real Madrid wants to finalize the full-back signing this week. The signing of Alvaro Carreras to Real Madrid is entering its final stages. The club intends to finalize the deal this week so that the player can join training with his teammates next Monday, June 2nd. Real Madrid wants the defender for the Club World Cup at all costs, and that's something that has limited their options when it comes to negotiating and lowering the player's €50 million release clause. And that's what they're working on. The agreement with Carreras is complete, and the player is very excited to return to Real Madrid, but he has the utmost respect for Benfica, as it's the club that has allowed him to take the definitive step forward in his career. So he hopes both parties can reach an agreement without either feeling disadvantaged. Real Madrid has been closely monitoring Carreras for months. They never lost track of him until the option of signing him began to be considered. Injuries and poor performances have accelerated the process, and Xabi Alonso wants him to be at the World Cup. So Real Madrid's initial intention of lowering the release clause or adding players in the deal became complicated. If they want him for the World Cup, they'll have to get very close to 50 million. Alvaro Carreras played for Real Madrid both years in the cadets and the first year in the youth system. After passing through the youth academy of Racing de Ferrol and Deportivo de La Coruña, he arrived at the White Club, where he spent 3 seasons before leaving for Manchester United. There, he was voted best player of the under-23 team in his first season and best young player in the championship the following season, when he played on loan at Preston. He spent a few months on loan at Granada, but did not have the confidence of Paco Lopez. And when Cacique Medina bet on him, it was too late because Benfica had knocked on his door. This season has been the one of his consecration, and now he is ready to return to the club of his loves. The great ally of his imminent arrival at Real Madrid is none other than Bruno Lage. The coach arrived at Benfica to change Alvaro's life. He gave him the confidence of the left back and helped him progress to become Benfica's breakout star this season, an award he received last March. Carreras took advantage of his manager's trust, and that sparked the interest of many clubs. Atletico de Madrid, for example, was also interested in him. The young player from Ferrol never doubted that to end up at a big club, you sometimes have to leave your comfort zone. If they don't give you the opportunity, you have to go out and prove yourself, he said in an interview with Marca last November. Now his signing is a matter of days. Although it pains him, Benfica will lose him for the Club World Cup because Madrid is willing to pay his release clause, and the player awaits the outcome while enjoying a few days off. Cesc Fabregas explains his commitment to youth at Como, which has catapulted Nico Paz. Cesc Fabregas, who has become one of the main responsible for the explosion of Nico Paz, whom Real Madrid intends to recover for the Club World Cup by paying €8 million. The Canarian footballer, who has chosen to defend the colors of Argentina, has established himself in Calcio as one of the mainstays of Cesca's Como 1907. Cesc Fabregas' commitment to young players has been crucial to Nico Paz's development. They have to feel that everything we do and everything I transmit on the pitch is in my blood. I feel it deep inside. We have to let them express themselves, let them make mistakes, Cesc explained on El Dia Después on Movistar Plus. I like working with young people and watching their growth process, he acknowledged. During this growth process, the Spanish coach said, "My career and my name have helped me a lot, so these kids believe even more in the message I'm proposing to them." Nico Paz, who has played 35 matches in the Italian league, scoring 6 goals and providing 9 assists, acknowledged that Cesc trusts the youth a lot and focuses a lot on helping us tactically. Less than a week ago, Cesc declared, regarding Nico Paz's future, that, for now, he's still with us. We don't know anything about his future, or whether he'll go to the Club World Cup with Madrid. Nico Paz, after a stellar year at Cesc Fabregas Como, could return to Real Madrid's first team. Real Madrid are keeping an eye on one of their most promising young stars. Nico Paz, who left the club in the last summer transfer window, has dazzled in his first season with Cesc Fabregas's Como, demonstrating his enormous potential in the demanding Serie A scene. His performances have been so remarkable that the Merengue leadership is already seriously considering the option of bringing him back to the Santiago Bernabéu. In Italy, the young talent has had a brilliant season. Under Fabregas's guidance, he has found continuity, freedom, and confidence to unleash his full potential. His maturity on the pitch, ability to make a difference, and attacking vision have garnered praise from both local and international media. All of this has helped his name resonate strongly at Valdebebas. The club's sporting directors, closely monitoring the development of their players on loan or with a buyback option, are considering activating mechanisms to bring back the Argentine attacking midfielder. Nico's exponential growth in such a short time reinforces the idea that the club may have let a player destined to make history leave too soon. In just one season in Italian football, Paz has established himself as one of the names to watch on the continent. His progress has not gone unnoticed, and Real Madrid's interest in his return is proof of this. At Chamartín, they value not only his current talent, but also his potential as a future world star. Everything indicates that, if he returns, it would be to stay and compete for a place in the squad of one of the most demanding clubs on the planet.